The second round of talks to normalize U.S. Cuba relations Friday are expected to focus pretty squarely on clearing the way for embassies in the two countries and not on either side's more nuanced policy demands. The meeting is for the two countries to really work on the nuts and bolts of getting back on working terms, or as one unnamed official said during a press conference Thursday, the talks will be disappointingly workmanlike. One of the issues that will have to be addressed will be Cuba's current banking problems, which was something that came up at the last round of talks. Because of Cuba's spot on the U.S.'s state-sponsored terrorism list, the country has a hard time finding banks in the U.S. to do business with. Because of that, the country's missions to the United States and in D.C. have been cash-only operations for the past year, which a senior State Department official said is really uncomfortable for them and frankly unsafe. But that same unnamed official stressed that the terrorism designation is really separate from the embassy talks, while also saying we're moving forward on the review of Cuba on that list as quickly as we can. Although the U.S. says the terrorism designation is separate, Cuba sees that designation as tied to the future opening of an embassy. The U.S. has also said U.S. diplomats will need to be able to move around more freely in Cuba and be able to operate more easily regarding things like receiving shipments.
We each have to be satisfied that we have all of our procedures in place. We think it's critically important that the Cuban people have access to an American embassy. We also think it's important that our diplomats have greater freedom to travel around the island and interact with the Cuban people.
Once the countries get their embassy sorted out, they will be able to start discussing other issues. Both sides have said they want to have a meeting about human rights in the near future. For Newsy, I'm Christian Bryant.